everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you guys a healthy grocery haul, some staples, some fun things, as well as some great healthy meal ideas for how I use this stuff throughout the whole week. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, I have been obsessed with Delicata Squash. This is what it looks like. And I like to make fries with it, and it makes a really good crispy fry. I'm gonna leave my blog post down below for how I make them. But Delicata Squash makes a really good fry because it's lower in carbohydrates than your normal like potato. So if that's something you watch out for. Plus, it's really fun to like eat seasonal things. So I have been obsessed. I eat this like fries almost every single night. They're really easy to make, very delicious, and there's so many good things for you in them. I also keep the skin on to keep the fiber up. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that post down below, but had to pick up some more of those. I also picked up this baby spinach and arugula mix. This is my favorite mix. I really love the blend of spinach and arugula versus spinach on its own or arugula on its own. And I like to make this as either the base of my meals, or I'll start with a salad of this before my meal. So I'll either have like a huge handful of this with some olive oil before like my main meal to get some greens in, or if I'm doing something else that this would go with, I just dump a huge handful in the base of my bowl and then put whatever protein and other vegetables on top just to squeeze it in. Keeping along the vegetable line, I picked up a bag of Brussels sprouts. I believe they're coming into season because they were on sale. One thing I like to do is I try to buy things that are on sale. So most of this stuff was actually on sale, and then that's usually how I like eat healthy on a budget, is just buy the produce that's on sale. So I love just roasting these, but you can also kind of finely chop them up or shred them in a food processor and kind of make a slaw salad too. But I do prefer them warm. I'll just slice them up, avocado oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, throw them in the oven, and they're just a really good little vegetable. Also picked up some butter leaf lettuce. This is what's called living lettuce, and I use this for bunless burgers or even like little taco shells. So I always like to have this on hand to make like I said, bunless burgers or taco shells. I also picked up some broccoli. Broccoli is definitely one of the vegetables I buy pretty much every week. It's one of my favorites. I just feel like it's really easy to cook. I roast it and I put it in salads or in bowls. Yeah, broccoli is just really one of my favorite vegetables. So I already had some avocados, so I only got one more, but I, again, love avocados. You can use them to make desserts like chocolate pudding. I'll leave that recipe down below, but I honestly throw this into salads. It makes every salad better because it's so nice and creamy. You get healthy fats, and a lot of people don't know that avocados are absolutely full of fiber. It may not seem like it because it's such like a creamy, buttery fruit, but lots of fiber, so I love that. And obviously, avocado toast with egg is probably one of my quickest go-to meals because egg cooks quickly and then you got the healthy fats from the avocado, perfect. And speaking of avocado toast, what I use as the base are these unbuns. This is like my favorite grain-free, gluten-free bread you can buy. It's absolutely amazing. They're like soft, pillowy buns. I cannot get over how good they taste. The fact that they're like paleo and they are low carb. They are, let's see, 5 net carbs for the whole bun, and I'll do half of one with the avocado and the egg and like some side vegetables or side salad. Yeah, the grain-free, they're keto, highly recommend. I'll leave their site down below because they sell them at a bunch of places in Canada and the US, and the ingredients are really clean. 10 grams of protein, 12 grams of fiber, so huge fan. This is definitely something that I always have to keep in my freezer as just like a go-to. I also love this with like nut butter. To be honest, it's just a really good bread. I also picked up some lemons. Lemons are probably one of my favorite things in the world. I love lemon in water. Like I love lemon everything. So definitely a staple. If you add lemon into your water, it's a great source of vitamin C. It's very detoxifying. It's really hydrating first thing in the morning, especially before your morning coffee. Coffee is dehydrating. So if you drink your coffee first in the morning before hydrating, then you're kind of just doing a double damage of dehydrating your body. So lemon water first thing is my go-to. I picked up some of these Fuji apples. These were the ones that were on sale. Honeycrisp is my favorite, but the organic Fuji were on sale. So like I said, I like to buy ones that are on sale. And I'm actually going to be making a apple crisp with these. And if you haven't seen that video, I will also link that one down below. It's a paleo one. It's really good. But this is probably my second favorite apple, even if I were to eat it on its own next to Honeycrisp. I don't know, it's really good with like even almond butter. Next up, I got some frozen cubed butternut squash. I tend to not buy too many vegetables at once fresh because I don't want them to go bad before I eat them. So buying frozen, A, can also be cheaper, but B, you don't run the risk of not getting through it in time before it goes bad. And there is a really good vegan restaurant near me who puts butternut squash cubes on pizza. So I really want to try that this week. And I don't know, it really sounded delicious, like a butternut squash either in a salad. Because frozen vegetables normally are partly cooked, if you were to just defrost this, you could easily just throw it into salads. You don't necessarily need to roast frozen vegetables because it will be soft once you defrost it. So I really want to try that. I got this little packet of cashew butter. I've been wanting to try like cashew butter on its own, but also for a recipe. And because it's really expensive, like cashew butter, a great hack to use if you need just a little bit for a recipe is to buy these little packets. You can also do that with coconut butter. A lot of the time you guys will see me use coconut butter as a drizzle on things. If you don't want to buy the full jar, a lot of the times they sell the little packets that you can just squeeze on. These are also really good for on the go. I have some almond butter ones in my purse, and you literally just tear it and like you can eat it kind of just like that. It's a great healthy fat. So these are like overall, no matter whether it's cashew or almond or anything, a really good like little staple to have, like a couple in your handbag, but also if you need just a small amount. Next up, I grabbed a can of pumpkin. This is just the Whole Foods generic brand. It's just 100% pumpkin. I find with this, you don't really need to buy a more expensive brand as long as it's still 100% pumpkin. So I just get their house brand. I obviously use this for pancakes, for pumpkin bread, but my favorite thing to use with this is to make a pumpkin collagen coconut yogurt bowl, which I know sounds like a mouthful, but I have eaten it almost every day this week. I mix some coconut yogurt, which is like a dairy-free yogurt, with some pumpkin spice, some almond butter, and I put some grain-free granola on the top. It's so delicious. I'm going to show you my favorites, how I make it. But yeah, pumpkin is definitely a staple. And it also makes it easier because I don't want to buy full pumpkin and have to roast it and steam it. You can buy the puree already, just plain. So the yogurt that I have that with is the Maison Riviera coconut milk one. I like the nature one because there is 0 grams of sugar. A lot of the vanilla dairy-free yogurts have upwards of 20 grams of sugar per serving, which is a lot. This way you can control the amount of sugar that you're having, and the texture of this one is really delicious. It's a lot better than some of the other dairy-free ones that I've tried, and it has 1 billion probiotics per serving, which is really nice as well. So I really just like the texture, the taste, and the ingredients in this one. And the granola that I've been using is the Nature's Path grain-free granola. This is the maple almond one. It's so good. It's paleo friendly, which I like. The ingredients are really clean. So if you haven't tried this one, or you can't get Purely Elizabeth where you are, this is like, I can't just go to the store and buy Purely Elizabeth in Canada. I have to like buy it on an online specialty store. So my local grocery store, this is the only grain-free granola that I've ever seen. So this is my favorite. And to go along with the apple crisp I'm going to make, it is this so delicious, simply vanilla, dairy-free frozen dessert. I get the cashew one. The cashew one is the best one. It's a lot better than the coconut milk one. The coconut milk one to me tastes very coconutty. And while I don't like dislike coconut, it's very coconutty. So this by far is like my favorite vanilla dairy-free ice cream. I buy this one quite a lot. So if you're looking for a really good basic vanilla dairy-free ice cream, highly, highly recommend this one. And then I just have some eggs. Like I said, I really like to use eggs as a quick protein or to hard boil a few and have them on hand for snacks or salads or toast. I usually like to get ones that are free run, and I find that those have a nice dark yolk. You can usually tell the quality of the egg by the color of the yolk. So you want it to be a nice dark, rich amber, almost orange as opposed to a bright yellow. And that way you really can tell the quality of the egg. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it gave you some really good meal ideas. Let me know what you guys buy like on a weekly basis, your staples that you can't live without, or one thing that you're obsessed with buying lately so that I can try it out. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.